Believe it or not, but smell is the most powerful sense we have. How many times have you just smelled that random smell in the store when you're outside and boom, you're instantly taken back to your third grade classroom because your teacher or maybe that perfume you just smelled when you're walking through the store and you relive that memory. It's so vivid. That's how powerful smell is. It instantly transports you to the memory where you first smelled that smell. And smelling is just an amazing sense overall. If it's smelling gym shoes, the dog, mildew, something rotting in the fridge, cat urine, garlic, whatever it may be, a skunk, it invokes other senses, right? Other responses to you. Like you could taste the rotting food, right? You could taste the skunk. You start gagging. All these other responses start happening just because you smelled something. That's how powerful it is. But for me, when it comes to using smell in my images, I can't do it. I just can't. Even though I know I'm picturing something with a fish, but the smell of the fish, I just can't get it there. It just doesn't want to stick. I can't recreate the smell in my memory. Now, the other day, I spent a lot of hours cutting 10 pounds of strawberries I bought. Okay, 10 pounds. And so at the time when I was cutting them, I could smell strawberries, right? I knew the smell, like, it smells like strawberries, right? These definitely are strawberries. But later, right now, this moment, if I want to recreate the smell of strawberries, I just can't. It's impossible for me to recreate that smell. Even though I spent hours smelling strawberries when I was cutting it up, I can't recreate the smell right now. And so to me, it's kind of disappointing that you can't use the most powerful sense when you're creating your images using memory techniques. Because for me personally, I can't. If you have any ideas on how to do that, let me know. That's going to take my memory techniques, my whole memorization, to a whole new level if I can incorporate smell into the actual stories. Because I can't do it. I just can't recreate that smell. I know what it smells like when I'm currently smelling these different things, but when I try to recreate it in my mind, it's just impossible. But on the other hand, I do have a way you could use your sense of smell to help you remember and learn information. So say for example, you're trying to learn all the countries in the world, okay? When you're sitting down, have the smell of lavender going on. It could be any scent, okay? It could be lavender, papaya, pumpkin, whatever it may be. Have a specific smell going on when you're learning. So if I'm using lavender and I smell lavender when I'm going through and creating all my images for all the countries and capitals in the world, what's going to happen? When I smell lavender again, boom, I'm instantly going to be thinking about the information, right? I'm going to be thinking of the capitals and country because in that hour or 2 hours I was learning that information, I was smelling lavender. So I'm attaching the smell lavender to the information of all the countries and capitals. You see how that works? That's absolutely amazing of how you can use your sense of smell to help trigger, to help make those images come back to life when you're trying to remember the capitals and country or whatever information you're trying to learn. That is what I'm going to experiment with. I'll make a video telling you how it worked or how it didn't work. But that's a way I thought about how you can use your sense of smell for people who can't picture smell in your images just by thinking about it. You could use your nose still when you're learning information because you're making that connection, that association of that smell with the information. And just smelling it is going to help trigger that information. And if you're having trouble like, oh man, I can't remember it, put that smell on. Help it go through. Help the smell trigger those images that you're creating. Help trigger the information. And so I'm really excited to kind of try that out. I think, it's a very solid idea of making an association with the information you're learning. But I just want to make this video to let you know how powerful smell is and how, for me, when I can't picture it, it really does suck. But maybe this new way I just explained of having a specific scent when you're learning information can actually help use your sense of smell with the images you're creating with the information. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.